In the early hours of March 23, 2024, a Saturday, the security couple Vanderlei and Edinea were involved in a disturbance with a man named Rodrigo at a convenience store in Brazil. Rodrigo was attacked by Vanderlei and expelled from the place, but before leaving, he said he would come back and take revenge. Shortly afterwards, overcome by anger, Rodrigo returned to the scene armed and took the lives of the security guard couple. The crime had repercussions throughout the country, dividing public opinion, and all the details about it you will see now.
Hey guys, how are you doing? Welcome back to my channel. And in today's video, I will talk about a case that happened in Brazil and has been widely discussed in the past few days. So, without further ado, let's get to the video.
This case occurred in a city called Guarapuava, a municipality located in the central south region of the state of Paraná, in Brazil, and has a population of just over 180,000 inhabitants. The central figures in the case are the security couple Vanderlei Antonio de Lima, age 31, Edinea Gonçalves Oliveira, age 32, and Rodrigo Neumann Pires, age 43. Vanderlei and Edinea were married for many years and had 4 children, one 12 years old, one 4 years old, and 1-year-old twins. The couple worked in the private security sector. Some sources say that they were security guards and sometimes worked as security guards at events and establishments in the city to supplement their income. Rodrigo, also known as Red, according to sources, is married, has a son, and works as a truck driver. On March 23, 2024, the day of the incident, the couple Vanderlei and Edinea were working as security guards at a convenience store in the city center. The amount agreed between the couple and the owner of the establishment to provide security for the place was $46, $23 for Vanderlei, and $23 for Edinea. It was supposed to be a quiet night. The couple was already accustomed to this type of work, and nothing serious had happened to them. But on that day, that changed. Around 1 a.m., an argument started between the security couple Vanderlei and Edinea and the truck driver Rodrigo, right in the area where the store's bathrooms are located. According to sources, the reason for the argument was that Rodrigo was using drugs in the bathroom and causing trouble on the premises. As the discussion continued, things got heated and ended up getting out of control. At one point, Vanderlei went up to Rodrigo and punched him several times in the face, all of which was recorded by the establishment's security cameras. Edinea doesn't actually attack Rodrigo like Vanderlei did. The images show her giving Rodrigo a push, but nothing more than that. With the punches he received, Rodrigo fell to the ground, and at that moment, Vanderlei kicked the man in the face. At no point did Rodrigo retaliate against the attacks. After that, Rodrigo was kicked out of the convenience store by the security guards, but promised that he would go back there and make them both pay for it. Rodrigo then gets in his car and leaves. A few minutes later, Rodrigo actually returned to the scene, and this time armed with a .38 caliber revolver. The security guards were right in front of the establishment when Rodrigo returned. From the images from the cameras installed outside the establishment, you can see the couple in front of the place, and apparently they saw the time when Rodrigo got out of the car and went towards them. But apparently they didn't realize that he was armed. Rodrigo approaches the couple and starts shooting. At that time, everyone who was in front of the establishment runs. In addition to shooting the couple, Rodrigo also shoots another security guard who had nothing to do with the story. This other security guard was not hit, as the shot hit the ground. In a statement later given to the police, this security guard said that he only stopped by the place during his patrol to talk to Vanderlei, whom he had known for years. When Rodrigo aimed and shot at him, he ducked and ran to a snack cart where he hid behind. After Rodrigo started shooting at Vanderlei and Edinea, the couple ran into the establishment, where they sought refuge. They go to a part in the corner very close to the door where Rodrigo was shooting. At that time, Edinea, who was hit by the shots, fell to the floor where there are some tables, and Vanderlei goes at Rodrigo with a baton, but ends up being hit and also falls to the floor. Following that, Rodrigo proceeds to his car and escapes from the scene. Both Vanderlei and Edinea sustained gunshot wounds in their chests. Edinea deceased at the scene prior to the arrival of assistance. Vanderlei received aid from SAMU, the Mobile Emergency Care Service. He was taken to the hospital in critical condition, but also did not survive the injuries and passed away. The story quickly spread throughout Guarapuava and then throughout Brazil. The video showing everything that happened, from the attack that Rodrigo suffered until the moment he returned to the scene and took the lives of Vanderlei and Edinea, was shared by thousands of people on social media. What happened divided public opinion. Some said that Rodrigo was right and that the security guards were very relaxed and got what they deserved. They also said that for every action, there is a reaction, and that Rodrigo acted in self-defense. Others said that Rodrigo's attitude was completely disproportionate, that he did not need to take the couple's lives, and that he should spend the rest of his life in prison.
Well, regardless of everyone's opinion, the fact is that 2 lives were lost and their 4 children are now orphans. While on the run, Rodrigo sent an audio to a friend kind of mocking the whole situation.
Já tá sabendo da cagada ou não? Com certeza já tá sabendo, né? Saí tomar uma gelada ontem ali, 2 seguranças ali, cara. Uma mulher e um caboclo, bicho. E eu não tava fazendo nada de errado. Nada de errado, cara. Não ofendi eles. A mulher veio e falou, veio e me xingou. E daí me deu um tapa na cara, bicho. Me derrubou no chão, cara. Segurancinha, você vê, eu sou forte, né? E daí veio o caboclo, eu nem sabia que era marido dela. Agora, depois que eu matei, que contaram que era um casal. Veio o caboclo e me cobriu no cacetete, bicho. E eu sentado no chão, cara, falei pra ele, velho, tem certeza do que está fazendo, cara? Você tem certeza do que está fazendo, cara? O que eu te fiz? E ele, cala a boca, vagabundo. E bordoada, me sujou minha calça, tudo de sangue, me arrebentaram minha boca. Eu levantei do chão e falei pra ele, viu, você assinou tua certidão de óbito. Ele falou assim, saia daqui, vagabundo. Você sabe o tanto que eu sou um cara que trabalha e luto pela família, luto por tudo, luto pelo trabalho. Desci lá em casa, a pé, eu fui a pé. Eu já tava a pé, porque quando eu bebo eu não dirijo, né, cara? Quando eu bebo eu não dirijo, pra não perder minha carteira. Desci a pé lá em casa, meu chinelo arrebentou na estrada. Cheguei lá em casa, abri a garagem, dei tchau pros meus cachorros, pra minha mulher, peguei meu revólver e voltei lá e mandei os 2 pro inferno. Essa hora eles estão sentados no colo do c****, estão acertando conta com o Lúcifer, pra eles aprender a bater em quem trabalha.
As you could notice in the audio, Rodrigo mentions that he was on foot and had left the car at home because when he drinks, he doesn't drive to avoid losing his driver's license. However, in all the sources I used to create the script for this video, it states that Rodrigo was in a car. Therefore, I am uncertain whether he lied in the audio or if this was an error in the reports. Shortly after Vanderlei and Edinea were shot at the convenience store, the police were able to identify Rodrigo through the security camera images. With that, they went to his address, but the man was no longer there. The police then began searching for the man, who was found trying to hide in a wooded area. Rodrigo was arrested for the crime. He did not react to the arrest and even told the police that it was wrong and that they could take him. The weapon he used, a .38 caliber revolver with a shaved number, was also seized. Taken to the police station, Rodrigo confessed to the crime. In a statement given to the civil police, which was even recorded, Rodrigo is asked if he had actually used drugs in the convenience store's bathroom, and he says no. The police officer asks if Rodrigo had threatened the couple before leaving the place. He also says no, something that contradicts the audio he sent to his friend, where he told the couple that they had signed their death certificate.
Você já estava embriagado nessa hora?
Sim, senhor.
Você usou algum tipo de droga?
Não, senhor.
Porque consta no BO que eles flagraram você usando droga.
Não, senhor.
Que tem até uns áudios circulando. Você falou que tinha decretado a sentença de morte deles antes de você sair do local?
Não, senhor. Eu questionei ele, falei, viu, precisa disso aí? Viu, irmão? O que está acontecendo? E ele, cala a boca, ele estava me batendo.
Você não falou antes de sair do local, ó, vocês decretaram
não, senhor,
a morte de você, a sentença de morte. E daí você foi na sua casa e pegou a arma de fogo.
Sim, senhor.
Um revólver calibre 38.
Sim, senhor.
Numeração raspada.
Sim, senhor. Tô errado. Não preciso os senhores reagir. Eu sei que eu tô errado. Já peguei as mãos para trás, eu virei, fiquei quieto.
E indicou aonde que estava a arma de fogo para os policiais? Você recarregou ela de novo? Você tinha mais munição em casa e recarregou?
Sim, senhor.
After giving his statement, Rodrigo was taken into police custody and was accused of taking the lives of Vanderlei and Edinea, and also of trying to take the life of the other security guard. Shortly after Rodrigo's arrest, his defense filed a habeas corpus request with the Court of Justice of Paraná, requesting the release of imprisonment. This defense request was denied, and Rodrigo remained in prison. Subsequently, the public minister of the state of Paraná excluded the accusation that Rodrigo tried to take the life of the other security guard. According to the public prosecutor's office, Rodrigo only confused the other security guard because of the uniform he was wearing, but after he realized that he was not his target, he no longer shot at him. Therefore, Rodrigo did not intend to take the life of this other security guard, and that is why the accusation was excluded.
Currently, Rodrigo Numan Pires is detained in a prison in the state of Paraná, where he awaits his trial. If convicted, considering all aggravating factors, it's likely he'll serve over 30 years in prison.
The couple Vanderlei and Edinea were mourned and buried together in a cemetery in Guarapuava. The farewell ceremony took place on the afternoon of March 24th, a Sunday, and was marked by strong commotion. Family, friends, and professional colleagues paid their last respects by making a motorcade, followed by applause for the couple.
Well, gentlemen, so that is it. As you already know, this case has had a significant impact and divided public opinion, but I would like to know your opinion. What do you all think of him? I'll be staying around here. Thank you very much for watching me until the end. A big hug, and see you next time.